Hey guys, thanks for coming to my channel. I wanted to make a video really quickly right before the new year, just talking about my Hobonichis. I'm so excited. I did start setting up a little bit and I do have some organized tools and everything put away. I know that was a comment last time. I've got my A6 and my weeks. I did set them up a little bit off camera because I was just so excited. But everything that I haven't already gotten set up, I'm doing in this video, and I'm going to go over everything I've already done. So in my A6, on my dashboard, I've got my Tenkinoko picture. I went to see the movie in Shinjuku in the summer, and I loved it so much. The I Am a Harapeko is some Maximum the Hormone merch, which is a great metal band if you're into that sort of thing. As far as the 4 months on 2 pages spread, I don't really do anything with it. I've got some like long-term faraway appointments that I put in there, but pretty empty. And then we get to the monthly spread, which as you can see, I've kind of got set up a little bit. So the stuff in purple is going to be like work-related stuff, and the stuff in yellow is going to be appointment-related. I'm going to add some extra little stickers here. Just little things, I think, because my January isn't too busy, so I did want to decorate more with stickers because I know other than like work and getting paid and things like that, there's not that much payday. I do put Kikiversary. My dog's name is Kiki, and I adopted her on the 27th, so I just kind of keep track of how long I've had her. Then I'm going to go into the turning a page to the new year. Also stopping at 2021 for some reason, but with this page, I'm only going to fill out half of it in this video. The other half, I think I'm going to put some pictures from 2019 and paste them in there. So, I want to put a picture of Kiki. I want to put pictures of some things that I've accomplished. I'm not exactly sure. But on the other side, which you're seeing right now, I did want to just kind of write a letter to myself about how I feel looking at the new year objectively as possible, I guess, considering that I'm not even in it yet. As I'm recording this, it's the 29th, so still a couple days out. My main kind of point to myself, because I'm not sure if you can read it, is focus less on doing flashy, like, wow, I did this type things, like huge goals that are impressive, and more on smaller interpersonal goals that are really going to make you happy in whatever situation your life ends up in. And that, I guess, is, you know, I feel like it's good advice to everybody, so I didn't mind kind of putting it in this video. I do add lots of stickers because sometimes I'm a little bit too concise for even the A6 page, which is why I moved away from Cousin a long time ago. So just bear with me while I write some stuff down. I also did put a little thing about, you know, being patient with your new animal. I'm so excited to see how she grows in the new year, how she kind of comes out of her shell and gets more used to me, more used to my family, more used to just kind of everything. I'm gonna put a little video of her at the end, if anybody just kind of wants to see her. I think she's pretty cute. So I guess stay tuned for that. I also did just kind of tell myself to be patient in 2020. I feel like we're all at different stages, but I know a lot of people my age are very stuck in kind of a limbo of figuring out, you know, this huge question of like, what do I want to do? And I think that maybe the question needs to be taken into smaller chunks and less of what do I want to do with my whole life, and, you know, trying to plan out every single like tiny little career path and things like that, and maybe more like, what do I want to do today? What do I want to accomplish right now? And maybe those things will then reveal more opportunities to you in the future if you focus on spending your time correctly in the moment and less deciding your future over years and years where you don't know what kind of person you're going to become. So, sorry, I know I'm ranting a little bit. I'll let the music play, but in case you don't feel like reading it, that was kind of my point to myself. So this is what my turning a page to a new year looks like right now. This is kind of what my monthly check-in page looks like usually. Just kind of a check-in, note to myself. So since I already just did that for the yearly overview, I figured I'd try something different with January. I've seen some other people do this. I just wanted to generally write like my goals in easy bullet points, specifically pertaining to January. I figured this would be quite easy to do since I know what I like to accomplish in the month. Specific accomplishments over a year can sometimes be a little bit too ambitious because you don't know what's going to happen, but I've generally got January in the bag. So these are just some of my specific goals, such as, sticking with your diet, making sure to practice specific hobbies, just quite easy personal things that will help me stay on track this month. So with that all being done, I'm going to add a little sticker to January 1st, just because I sometimes pre-decorate my pages just a little bit. I don't do too much washi compared to some other really cool people I've seen, but there's still some there. So I'm going to close my A6, put the shitachi in there, and just kind of head over to my weeks. I do love holding that cover though, it is so soft. If you don't have one, it's amazing. I love it. But here is my Tokyo 2020 weeks. If you follow the channel, you've seen this already. My filming setup is a lot better for this video, so you can probably see it a lot more clearly. I have not done any of the monthly spread, but I wanted to quickly stop at the weekly. I've got, just kind of on the right page, I split it into mood, out of 10 for each day. I've got my expenses, dollar amount, and what I spent. And then because I am on keto, I do track my carbs. And then I've just got, work-related, bullet point things to do for each of the day. This is very bullet journal-y, but it is a great planning system that works for me personally. So that's kind of just what my specifically weekly spreads look like right now. But over to my monthly page. It's going to be a lot of the same information that I do transfer between my A6 and my weeks, but I figured I would just kind of show myself. I do choose different themes in the different notebooks, and I do bring my weeks with me. Even though if I do feel like journaling or I'm going to stay overnight somewhere, I can easily bring my A6. I do just bring my weeks to work, to being around the city, just wherever I am. So most appointments, specific things, and notes for the month do end up and stay in the weeks for me a lot more than the A6. And sometimes I won't add things to my A6 that I add to my weeks. I know that's kind of not the greatest habit for somebody who calls themselves a planner, but admittedly, it does happen since the A6 is very much just a journal right now, which is why I've added the weeks as an actual planner. So I'm just going to be adding a couple different decorations, the few work and appointment things that I know just at the moment, but this week and this month are pretty tame for me. So, as you can see, it won't be as filled as some of the more productive YouTubers you can definitely come and see. And with that, I'll thank you for watching this video closing my weeks, and just kind of say that no matter what your planning goals are for the new year, they're likely going to change, but don't see that as a bad thing. See that as personal growth and getting closer to your planner piece. I think lots of people try to stick too hard to their stuff, so just wanted to say that. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe if you feel like it, but I hope you have a fantastic new year. Have a good one.